Ho, ho, ho. I can't believe that you like a Christmas horror film. Titanium Tuesday. This gave me nightmares.
How? No, those weren't dreams. That was reality.
No, it gave me nightmares. A musical.
Before Christmas?
A musical.
I love it. With Will Ferrell?
A musical.
With Will Ferrell.
And Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
So we have a feral old actor and a...
I was waiting for the second half.
Wow, that was funny. You're funny.
Well, in a dead pool, Reynolds trying to sing was interesting.
That was a stretch. Yeah.
I know, it's all a stretch.
That's right.
It's all in fun.
That's right.
I was a little shocked. I honestly didn't know. You suggested this last year.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a musical.
I didn't know it was a musical when it first came out either, if that makes it feel better.
Well, it does. And I'm sure you would have insisted we did this last year then, if it was...
And then, I would have coaxed you into like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. But I will say this. It was kind of an interesting take on it.
Yeah.
The way they did it. It was a little long. I think there was a lot of stuff they could have cut out and still done a better job, in fact. Because whenever you tighten things up, you have to write it a lot more powerful.
Yeah.
I've done hundreds and hundreds of speeches over the years.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are the same or similar.
Yeah.
Some of them are very different than others, but probably 80% of them are the same.
Yeah.
Very, very similar. But a lot of times I'll have 30 minutes or 20 minutes or an hour and 10 minutes. So what do?
Yeah.
Well, you write it differently.
Right.
And so a 30-minute versus an hour, you can really get creative and make it very powerful in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Versus an hour. You're telling longer stories, different stories, whatever.
I do have a philosophy that certain film genres should have certain lengths. I think the standard is, I feel like movies feel like they have to be at least 2 hours. Because 2 hours to me is the median, at least for the movies that we watch.
Yeah.
But a movie like this, that's Christmas, I have the same philosophy towards comedies.
Well, this is a Christmas comedy musical.
Right.
I mean,
we fit all the trifecta.
Yeah.
But those movies should be an hour and a half. Like hour and a half, hour 45 tops.
Tops.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's very rare. Should it ever. You would want to see, this movie is so long because it's an hour 45 minutes. Like that's what you want to see because it's a rare occasion. Right. And I agree completely that this movie was 2 hours and 7 minutes. Tighten it up, get it to an hour and a half, hour 35, and you can clean up the script, you can tell the story, and keep my attention the whole time.
Totally. Even keeping it a musical.
Yeah.
You can still do it a musical at 90 minutes.
Yeah. No, I agree. Because you see a lot of those.
But anyway, it was fun.
It was. They're both
We're going to give it a holly jolly score of some type.
Christmas.
But something, I guess, I wouldn't mind watching it again next year just to get let it sink in a little bit.
Yeah.
The unredeemable kind of thing and him being actually Scrooge. And it was interesting.
It was a fun twist.
It was. It really was.
And like these type of the Christmas Carol, this gets told over and over, and a lot of times it's the same story, which is fine. It's a Christmas story. I guess it doesn't have to be reinvented too much. The Muppets did it great.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen the Muppets?
I really haven't. Yeah. The Christmas one, no.
It's good.
Yeah.
I love the Muppets.
I'll take your word for it.
Well, next year, I'm going to tell you, we're going to get, when Christmas comes around, we're going to have a Christmas session. And we can watch Home Alone. We can watch The Muppets. We can watch Noel. And stuff like that and review it. But this one was fun.
Yeah. Well, and Ryan Reynolds, he had Maximum Effort, production studio was involved.
Yeah.
2 grown men, Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Production
and
company. And so they were very involved in it.
Yeah. And I always like it when actors know who they are and can make fun of it.
Yes.
Because that's what they did with Ryan Reynolds' character of like, oh man, he's so hot.
Yes.
And then Will Ferrell being like, I don't really know. Like, just a bumbling fool sometimes.
Yes.
Step back, baby. Let me show you what an old man can do.
And so I think both of them are very comfortable in those roles, and I'm glad that they stuck with it.
So Tracy Morgan, I the whole pointing thing, and that was kind of interesting and kind of, whatever, but
it was weird to hear that voice come out of that character.
Yeah. It wasn't real fitting.
I mean, it was black.
Death is that way.
That's right.
Yeah.
Based on a true story.
Exactly.
But yeah, I like Christmas. I like they made fun of the musical aspect too, because they do singing often, and they're like, oh yeah, it's an actor thing.
Yeah.
And so like making fun of those type of stereotypes. I do like Octavia Spencer and the few things that she's been in. Instant Family is one of my favorite films. She's in that. We got to see Rose Byrne again.
Yes.
The legend. I feel like we've watched so many movies with her, and she's. There's those jokes about like those actors you recognize but you never know the name of.
Yeah.
Before this year, Rose Byrne would have been on that list.
She's not even credited on.
I have her on IMDb.
Not on Wikipedia.
Wikipedia sucks.
I agree. That's what I have in front of me.
Got to get better sources.
That's true. I usually look it up on both of them when we're talking, but
got to be prepped.
Yes, but Rose is great.
Yeah,
Rose is great. Yeah, a lot of good. I thought they did do some really good dialogue. With past and that was kind of fun and
some interesting dynamics.
It was funny. And then who was the Patrick Page as Marley?
Yep,
that was good. That was fun.
I really like how they even did the intro to the Christmas Carol story. Of having that success and then doing the pullback of like it's production.
Yeah,
and who are we going to get next year? We got a high. And like, going into retirement.
And it was like they needed to do a guarantee.
Yeah.
And stuff. And so that's what made it kind of fun with Clint Briggs, his character, Ryan Reynolds' character. That was kind of neat how they did that.
Yeah.
How that all unfolded and, pushed him out of the way with the bus. And you did change. And, oh, yeah, we know you did because we've been doing this a long time. And so it was cool. I mean, I really did. I don't really care for the musical aspect of it. I would love to see this, like if they did it as a normal film without the musical part. Yeah. The same premise. Yeah. But it was enjoyable.
I wonder what made them decide that, like, we should do a musical with this.
I think just to be over the top goofy.
Yeah.
I think.
That would be the only rationale that I have. Will Ferrell randomly likes singing.
Yeah.
He's not a great singer.
No.
But there's so many times where it sets up where, he's going to start singing, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know.
It's a great Christmas film. I think if you like Christmas films, it's not your full cheesy Hallmark film.
No, it's totally not that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, totally not that.
Right, but I feel like a lot of Christmas films now are
yes.
That's this build on the cheesiness. Yes. It's a great one to watch. Actually, I can't remember if there was. I mean, it was pretty PG, wasn't it?
Yeah. What was it rated? Did they say? Because it was on TV.
PG-13.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So teenagers.
There were
some suggestives.
Yeah, there were some things in there.
So not with the whole family, but with once you get moved on from the Santa Claus with your kids, You can go to Spirited.
Yep. Go to Spirited.
Yeah.
Do it. Holly Jolly rating for me. We're doing a Holly Jolly candy cane, or what did you say?
Yeah, I think
how
that works.
How many candy canes in the Holly Jolly?
I was trying to figure out how we could do how many balls. But, because I was thinking ornament balls.
Ornament balls, yeah. Right, gotcha.
But we should probably stick with the canes. Since you're an old man, you're familiar.
Yeah, I'm familiar with canes, yeah. No, a Holly Jolly candy cane score for me, I guess, would be... We're doing 5 still?
I don't know. Let's do 10.
10 of them?
Let's just make this unique.
Perfect. So if we're going to that scale...
Yeah.
I would definitely say this is 7 candy canes.
Ooh, 7
Holly
candy
Jolly
canes.
Scale.
That's a beautiful... That's a lot of candy canes.
I did enjoy it.
As a kid, when you ate candy canes, you make them to little stabbers?
Absolutely.
That's the only way you can have candy canes.
Not only did I make them into stabbers, I used them as stabbers.
And that explains some of the holes in the backyard.
You ever heard of Bad Santa?
Yeah, I have. It's all coming back. I loved it. I'm setting, in my mind, Christmas films. I think there's... Cinematically, story-wise, I don't know. I mean, I guess Home Alone's good. Home Alone 2, where you can get maybe up to those upper echelon of just being a good film to begin with. But overall, there's not like...
It's not like Die Hard.
Yeah, that's right. We'll have to have one of those debates one of these years. I think we've been talking about we need to debate more. I think
we have.
I think we could easily each take a stance.
Yes.
Even if we don't believe it, and say, hey, you're wrong. I gave it 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I think for a Christmas film, and we're dealing with candy canes. More candy canes are always better than less.
Right.
Gotta share them.
That's true.
Yeah, 'tis the season.
I'll probably put this on more of a regular Christmas rotation.
Yeah.
After seeing it.
Right.
You tried to talk me into it last year, and we did Elf and Die Hard actually. Didn't we?
We sure did.
Yeah, we were gonna do Christmas Vacation, but I don't think time allowed. Which you didn't like anyway.
Yeah, I did watch it for the first time. All these National Lampoon movies.
I know, right?
I'm experiencing them for the first time with fresh eyes.
They're great.
It's a good thing I'm an adult.
We'll have to watch Animal House someday.
Yeah.
That was one of the first ones, I think.
Was it?
I think if I'm not mistaken.
Interesting.
Yeah. So.
Put on the throwbacks. I guess I don't know how old it is.
Who is this guy?
So not doing it that way, not doing throwbacks.
But you're doing it by the decades, right?
Yeah. So yes. So we'll
like
take
80s.
We'll take a year out of a decade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So 1980.
1980.
1982. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So and do it that way. So we'll hit it at some point.
Yeah.
Some decade.
That's right. Starting with the first year films were created, right? Start with nice black and white.
Nice silent.
The silent. That's right. Silent films.
Yeah.
Cinematography on this is just phenomenal.
Right. No thanks. Well, hey, Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining us today on this Christmas day of 2023.
Yeah. We made it.
We did.
I hope that all of you have a wonderful time with your friends or family or whoever you may celebrate with, because it's just a good time.
Yeah.
The Christmas season is so much fun. It's, I like getting gifts, but also it's just so much fun to give gifts too and just see people's reactions, or just have a sip of coffee and watch. For me, it's Santa Claus is typically what we watch in the background. So yeah, I just hope you guys all have a wonderful season and that you have the time to celebrate.
And we'll be doing our top 5 coming up here soon too, so watch for that. See you next time.
Hammer the share button. Go ahead and hammer out a comment to us. Go ahead and hammer the like button. Go ahead and hammer the subscription button. Go ahead and hammer the notification bells, because you know what? That's the best way you can support us. We appreciate it.